Sa isang korporasyon na 150 billion a year, almost ang budget, would you say that your legal experience is good enough for you to hold the senior vice president position of the legal sector of Philhealth?
Sir, kasi ang nangyari, I have no intention po.
Ano lang, natanong ko lang sa'yo, if it's good enough, if you... Magandang hapon. Nung Lunes po, nakilala ko kayo, no? Nandito kayo sa House of Representatives.
Yes, sir.
Ba't wala ho kayo ngayon?
Sir, medyo masama pong pakiramdam ko. Tapos naka-receive na po tayo ng preventive suspension. So inaayos ko po yung magamit ko kasi this will be the last day that I will be in office for the next 6 months. I apologize, Mr. Chair.
How old are you, Attorney Del Rosario?
I'm 45 years old, Mr. Chair.
45 years old. Ilang taon na kayo sa Philhealth?
I've been with Philhealth since 1998 po.
So 1998, you were 22 or 23 years old, nasa Philhealth na ho kayo.
That is correct, Mr. Chair.
And this is not your first job, or is Philhealth your first job or not?
No, sir. I worked with, I was a radio broadcaster, reporter, and I worked with the DNR and then Civil Service Commission. And I was invited by the first president of Philhealth, Joe Fabiat, who joined Philhealth as his executive assistant.
So naka-apat na trabaho na kayo bago kayo pumasok sa Philhealth at the very young age of 23 years old.
Yes, sir. Pero maikling panahon lang po, sir. 1 year po.
So ano-ano yung naging trabaho nyo sa Philhealth, Mr. De Rosario?
Mr. Chair, I was executive assistant. Then I was a job order contractor. When Attorney Fabio resigned, I was deemed resigned. So I applied back to Philhealth as a job order. Then eventually I was appointed as Development Management Officer 4, assigned at the membership and contributions.
Ilang taon kayo noon? Nung sa membership and contributions kayo?
I think mga 24, 25, Mr. Chair.
So sandali lang kayo nag-job order, tapos naging permanente kagad kayo sa Philhealth?
Yes, sir. Mga 6 months po akong job order, sir.
Tapos kinuha na kayo. So doon kayo sa membership contributions. Tapos saan pa kayo nagtrabaho? Anong parte pa ng korporasyon?
Membership contributions. Then I was assigned po, sir, sa Office of the SBP Operations, Office of the Workers Program. I was also staff sa Benefits Development Office. Then I was Chief of Corporate Planning.
Kailan kayo naging Chief ng Corporate Planning?
I think, sir, 2005, 2004.
So anong salary grade nyo noon, nung 2007?
Salary grade 22 po.
Pardon me?
22, sir, 22.
Salary grade 22. Okay, yes. So corporate planning, tapos?
Nung nasa corporate planning ako, sir, naging division chief ako, SG24 na po yun. Tapos naging OIC manager pa ako ng corporate communications. Nakalimutan ko bangitin, sir, naging OIC manager din po ako ng information technology.
Information technology, naging chief din kayo ng information technology.
Yes, sir, opo. Nung panahon po na...
Anong year yun?
Sir, November 4, 2011, mga 1 year din po ako doon bago ako nalipat ulit.
Okay, tapos?
Tapos, sir, I was designated na po sa, yung isa, sir, sa PRID pa po, no? Physical Resource Infrastructure Department. Naging OIC Senior Manager din po.
So, Physical Infrastructure Department?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tapos?
Tapos, sir, naging OIC RVP ng Region 1.
Kaya anong year yun? Naging OIC RVP kayo, Regional Vice President na Region 1?
Yung first assignment ko po, sir, doon, sir, 2013, for 7 months lang po, sir. Tapos, nabalik po ako sa Central Office as Manager of Corporate Communications Department. Then I was transferred to NCR South Branch Then after nun, reassign po ulit ako sa Region 1 for more than 2 years na po. 2 years to 2 years and 7 months po ata. Then after Region 1, Region 11, tapos sir, I was reassigned to legal na po 2018 July.
July 2018, you were assigned to legal. Anong posisyon nyo sa legal sector or legal department ng Philhealth?
OIC sir, officer in charge ng Office of the Senior Vice President when the SVP took a leave of absence.
Sino yung SVP na yun?
Attorney Jermaine Lim.
Okay. Tapos?
Then sir, I was appointed as SVP na po April of 2019.
April of 2019, naging SVP na kayo ng legal.
Yes sir, that's correct.
Okay. So, the whole time, kailan kayo naging abogado, Attorney De Rosario?
I became a lawyer in 2016 sir. I took the bar in 2015. I took the bar when I was with Region 1. I took a leave of absence for several months to review and to take the bar.
Gaano katagal kayo sa law school? How long were you in the College of Law?
Ano sir, including po yung leave of absence ko na 1 year, mga 6 years.
6 years. Tapos, so, binigyan nyo sa amin yung background. Parang before you became OIC of the legal sector, parang wala kayong legal training. May legal training na ba kayo bago noon?
Wala sir, kasi ano po yun lang po yung ano ko, yun yung time na ano po ako, naging ano tawag dito, naging OIC ng legal. Doon lang po ako nagkaroon ng legal, doon lang po ako na-expose sa ano.
So, sa isang korporasyon na 150 billion a year, almost ang budget, would you say that your legal experience is good enough for you to hold the Senior Vice President position of the legal sector of Philhealth?
Sir, kasi ang nangyari, I have no intention po.
Ano lang, natanong ko lang sa'yo, if it's good enough, if your qualifications are good enough to make you the Senior Vice President of a 200 billion peso corporation, the Senior Vice President for Legal Affairs of a 200 billion peso corporation.
I think sir, the qualifications, kaya doon sa re-engineering sir, ang proposal po namin sa Chief General Counsel po, yung position, ay extensive na experience sa legal. Kasi napakahirap po sir Napakahirap po Mr. Chairman. I would prefer an operations or corporate.
So you admit, Mr. De Rosario, that you are not really meant for that job. Hindi talaga kayo qualified to head
Yes, sir.
the legal department of the biggest GOCC in the Philippines.
Sir, in terms of sa SVP position, I think I'm qualified. My appointment has been validated. But the legal sector will benefit from a more experienced legal person, Mr. Chair.
Sino nag-validate ng iyong pagiging SVP ng Philhealth? Yung sinasabi mong validation.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman.
Who validated your competence to be the Senior Vice President of the Legal Department of Philhealth?
First, sir, the selection process, the Philhealth Board, and the appointment was validated by the Civil Service Commission.
Validate the Civil Service Commission. Are you assessor, Attorney De Rosario?
I'm CSEE, sir, Career Service Executive Eligible.
Oh, so you're a CSEE since when?
After part 2011 po.
I think Honorable Remulla, VP Mas of Human Resources will reply.
Yes, sir. Under sa sector ko, Human Resource Department, I would like to submit itong certified true copy ng report on appointment issued by Philhealth. Palagay dito, Rodolfo De Rosario validated. His appointment was validated by Director 4, Judith Dongalok Chicano of the Civil Service Commission. We will submit this, sir.
What does
Thank you,
validation
Mr.
entail, sir? Anong ibig sabihin ng validation? Ano ang sinasabi ng validation?
Na-comply niya, sir, yung mga qualification standards ng Civil Service Commission as to education, as to experience na 5 years managerial, at saka training na 120 hours in management and supervision. I will submit, sir, the report of Civil Service.
But there's no validation as to his fitness to be the Vice President for Legal Affairs of the biggest government corporation.
Yung,
Meron ba?
sir, yung qualification standards so kasi sa mga senior vice president.
Question of the Honorable Remulla is, may validation ba to be head of legal?
To be head of legal, para siya ang maging #1 lawyer ng Philhealth. Meron bang validation yan?
Yung qualification standards so kasi ng SVP for legal, sir, sa PhilHealth ay lang generic na 5 years in the position involving management and supervision. Wala hong nakasabi na as lawyer. So generic ho yung
So you don't, so ang lawyer, pareho lang yan. A lawyer does not need qualification. Basta lawyer ka, okay ka na. Yun ang sinasabi nyo.
BP Dennis Mas, ang tanong ko yung sa legal, hindi dun sa Senior Vice President. May validation ba na mag-head siya, na siya ang tama sa legal?
sir, yung appointment ho sa kasi niya
Hindi,
legal.
meron nga bang validation o wala?
Okay, Mr. Chairman, let's look at this. Mr. De Rosario, there were 220 cases in Region 1. Did you review these cases after you became the Senior Vice President for Legal Affairs?
No, sir. Bali, ang ano po dyan, yung fact-finding investigation and enforcement department, sila po yung nagkikipag-coordinate po sa ating regional
Hindi, ang
offices.
tinatanong ko, did you review them after, when you became the Senior Vice President for Legal Affairs? Did you review these cases?
No, sir.
Okay, teka, tama na. Oh, sige, next question. Yung Accenture case, did you review it?
No, sir. Kasi wala pong pending case sa Accenture.
Ano? Walang?
There's no pending case po na about sa Accenture. Aside from the one pending investigation po noon that we filed, the PhilHealth Board decided to file the cases. An investigation report that has been pending for several years.
So who is
Regarding-
investigating, Mr. De Rosario?
I'm sorry, sir.
Who is investigating the Accenture case? Sino nag-iimbestiga?
Sir, mayroon pong fact-finding committee po yan. It was composed of a number of lawyers. If I remember it right po, yung mga kasama po dyan ay sila Attorney Dodi Pineda po. Siya pong chairman.
So walang nangyayari sa Accenture case, Mr. De Rosario, but even if you are the Vice President, Senior Vice President for Legal Affairs of PhilHealth.
Sir, yung una pong mga investigation, tapos na po yun. Nagkaroon na po ng verdict po doon. Meron lang pong naiwan na isang investigation report that nung na-conduct po kami ng inventory, we presented it to the PhilHealth Board. So yung mga tao po doon na nirecommend ng committee to be charged, na-charged na po.
Ano ang charge na final ng committee?
Ano sir, grave misconduct.
Grave
Sa grave
misconduct. 140 million pesos, grave misconduct lang ang final nyo?
Sir, yung ano po, yung una pong charge nila ay ano din po yun, na grave misconduct. So na-dismiss na po yung mga yun. Yun po sir, yun ang nirecommend ng committee.
Okay.
No criminal complaints
You
were
are now
filed.
the head of the legal sector of PhilHealth. How many lawyers are there in the whole PhilHealth? Whole PhilHealth system?
Sa legal, including sa region sir, siguro around mga 20 plus sir.
20 plus lawyers.
Yung permanent lawyers, yes. We have ano kasi sir, we have mga project-based.
How many of them are more senior than you in terms of law experience or being a lawyer? Among the 20.
I think, sir, more than 10 or half or more.
Maybe most of them are more senior
sir.
than you as a
Yes, sir.
lawyer.
Yes,
Mr. De
I think
Rosario.
so, sir. Yes, sir, that's correct.
Alam mo naman, ba't tinatanong ka yan, Mr. De Rosario, no? It's not to belittle your competence or your
Yes, I
capability.
understand, sir.
It's just that you are holding the most important legal job in the biggest government corporation with a budget of 200 billion, and here you are, appointed as Senior Vice President for the legal sector with less than 5 years experience as a lawyer. Am I correct, Mr. De Rosario?
That's correct, sir. If I will be reassigned, I will be very happy, Mr. President.
But you are enjoying being Senior Vice President of Philhealth.
No,
Kahit
not
na
at
hindi
all,
ka
sir.
bagay sa legal sector, kinukuha mo pa rin yung posisyon ng Senior Vice President for legal.
Sir, when I was transferred here, the President then requested me 3 times. I refused 3 times. But yun, sir, actually, kung pwede lang, kung makakabalik lang ako sa regions, I will prefer that, Mr. Chairman.
Now, Mr. De Rosario, meron pong allegations na kayo daw ang main player sa Philhealth Mafia. Would you deny that?
I absolutely deny that, Mr. Chair. Wala po tayong tinatago. Pumirma na po tayo ng yung sa waiver sa AMLAC. We are willing to submit sa lifestyle. Third, sobrang ano po niyan, sobrang unfair po ng nasasaktan po tayo ng husto dyan, pati po yung mga miyembro ng
Na allegations ngayon, kaya tinatanong ko sa iyo, that's an allegation. So you are denying that, Mr. De Rosario?
Third, wala po tayong kinasasapian na kahit anong pong mafia. Tayo
So,
po ay tapat na naglilingkod po dito.
Mr. De
Kung meron
Rosario,
man po-
kung meron kang pagkukulang, it is that you are not really fit to be the Senior Vice President of the legal sector of Philhealth, which is now embattled and has na napakarami ng problemang legal, andyan ka, alam mong hindi naman ikaw talaga ang dapat humahawak ng legal problems ng Philhealth. Kung meron kayong kasalanan, it's more of incompetence, Mr. De Rosario. Would you call it that?
No, I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman. I beg to disagree. The records will show that during my limited time here, nadoble po yung pagpa-file ng criminal complaints. Tapos tumaas po yung bilang ng investigations at resolution ng cases. Yun po yung katotohanan, Mr. Chairman.
How many cases were filed while
I'll
you
show
were
the figures.
in the past year? Ilan ang kasong na-file ng Philhealth sa court?
Sorry, sir. Somebody is calling the phone. It keeps on.
How many?
Sir, we have. I don't have the records now with me, but on the criminal complaints, before my time here, there were only 11 complaints filed. And ngayon po, nadoble na po yan. Although I'm not really happy with the figures.
So na-doble na, there are 22 cases filed now? Or 30 cases,
Yes, sir.
Mr. De Rosario?
Yes, that's correct.
That is your
Oh, sir,
output for
Sir,
that is your output for 1 year, nakapag-file kayo ng 30 cases. Yun ang sinasabi nyo.
Tapos sir, yung administrative cases po natin, marami po tayo na-file, in thousands po yan. Kung makikita po ninyo yung na-file since 2013 to 2017, mas marami pa po yung na-file 2018.
Mr. De Rosario, ito na lang.
Honorable Remulla,
Sir.
pwede lang kong bilis na singit. Ang ibig niyo pong sabihin nung yung pinalitan ninyo, ang na-file lang niya ng case ay 11 because you have doubled, sabi mo, yung filing ninyo.
Yes sir, hindi lang po yung pinalitan ko. Mula pa nung panahon na naunang panahon yan.
Sino ang nakaupo dyan noong mga panahong yan?
Several SBPs na po yung umupo po rito.
Yes, but sino yung nakaupo prior sa inyo?
The Attorney Jermaine Lim po, Your Honor.
Before him, sino?
I think it's Attorney Ed Asuncion,
So, Lim, Asuncion, sino pa?
Attorney Bong Galicto,
Okay, sino yung...
Attorney...
So Mr. De Rosario, in 22 years na nasa Philhealth ka, halos walang ginawa yung legal department of Philhealth about all of these cases that can involve malversation, violation of the Anti-Graft Act, plunder, etc., etc., etc. Like estafa. Walang nakakasuhan na ganong kaso.
Meron sir, pero 11 nga lang po.
Isa lang.
11.
Ano yan? Criminal cases yan that are already pending in court.
Yes sir, at marami po
Or
doon
pending with the
sir.
fiscal. May malaking diferensya yan eh. Yung kasong yan ba, nasa piskalya o nasa korte na?
Yung mga nasa piskalya, Your Honor, na-dismiss pa.
Mr. Chair, may I ask if the resource person, this Attorney Del Rosario, is still under his continuing oath?
Yes, he is under his continuing oath.
Because there are several things that he is talking about which are against the records that that are in my possession. For example, yung sinasabi ko kanina, merong SPA na dinirekta siya na siyang mag-file, wala siyang ipinail kahit isa. These are 220 cases na iniwan niya sa Region 1. Pagkatapos kung ano yung sinasabi niya, I just want to make sure na ibang record ang sinasabi niya kaysa sa paghahawak natin dito.
Yung binabanggit niya, Honorable Marcoleta, dun sa legal na, sa taas, sa central office.
Sa central office, Mr. Chair, tingnan mo, sinuspindi niya ang napakaraming tao. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ang tanong ko sa kanya, Mr. Chair, kung nandun pa siya, did you file any criminal case against these people na sinuspindi mo? Kilala mo ito? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 tao sinuspindi mo. Did you ever file any criminal case as against these 8 people that you suspended by way of an ad hoc committee that you constituted?
Mr. Chair,
Tinatanong kita, yan ang ayaw ko sa iyo eh. Mr. Chair ka na.
Yes sir, no lang. Yes
Did
sir,
you
no na
file?
lang ang sagot.
Nag-file ka ba ng criminal case dito sa sinuspindi mong 8 tao? Kilala mo lahat ito, hindi ko na babanggitin ng pangalan.
sir, di pa ako nag-suspend sa mga yan. It was the Philhealth Board.
Hindi nga ikaw ang nag-suspend. Hindi ko naman tinatanong kung ikaw ang nag-suspend eh. Kanina pa sinabi ko sa iyo, kung sasagot ka, intindihin mo yung tanong sa iyo. Sinuspindi mo yung mga taong ito sa pag-aakala na napakarami nilang kasalanan. Ang tinatanong sa iyo, did you ever file any single criminal case as against these 8 suspended people o Philhealth? Mga regional directors ito.
Sir,
Did you file?
were referred to the National Bureau of Investigation, Mr.
Sus
Chair.
Mariusip na tao ito.
Hindi siya nag-file.
Hindi nag-file.
Ito pa yan. Ang totoo niyan, alam mo ba, as the head of the legal department, sabi nga ni Congressman Remulla, ikaw yung the most brilliant lawyer on the top of a 200 million
200 billion corporation.
billion corporation. Meron kang kinonstitute dito sa committee suspending these 8 people, pero yung 4 dito were charged by the NBI. Ito yung well-med. At 4 dito ang chinarge ng NBI, isa sa perpetual succor, chinarge sa ombudsman. Pero ito ang kinonstitute mo sa ad hoc committee para suspindihin yung 8. Hindi ka naman nag-file kahit isang criminal case. Ngayon nagyayabang ka. Sinasabi mo, ang dami mong pinail na case. Sino po ba yung kanina nagsalita dyan tungkol sa civil service?
Now, Mr. Chairman, ano lang. I-clarify ko lang, Attorney De Rosario.
Go ahead.
You got an SPA to file the 220 cases in what year?
2017 po yan, Mr. Chair.
So 2017, a year after you became a lawyer, nag-OIC na kayo ng legal department ng Philhealth, tama ba yon?
Noong 2018 na po, Mr. Chair.
2018 na kayo. But you were already working with the legal department in 2017.
No, sir.
You were not, sa anong position mo noong 2017?
Regional Vice President of Region 1.
Region 1. Yung 220 cases na binigyan kayo ng SPA para mag-file, final nyo ba yung 220 cases?
Sir, yung kausap po namin dyan, yung PhilHealth Region 1, ang sabi po sa amin dyan ay may mga inconsistencies po doon sa investigation report at inaayos po yan yung mga ebidensya at hindi po yan that refers to 220 counts against one provider lang po.
Okay, 220 counts against one provider. 2017, 2020 na ngayon. May nangyari na ba since then?
Yes, sir. Yun nga po yung sabi nung bago ng lawyer po doon sa Region 1 that they are checking on the evidence and on the report that there are some inconsistencies.
So after 4 years, they're just checking on the evidence, Mr. De Rosario.
Yeah, that's the representation of the PhilHealth Region 1 office po.
Mr. Chairman, I will not anymore lengthen my questioning on this matter. I think the point is proven.
Yes.
Some people are not meant to serve such a big corporation with such gargantuan problems who are not really qualified for the position.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, may pasakit talaga ang PhilHealth.
Attorney De
PhilHealth is sick
Rosario,
to the bone, Mr. Chairman. May sakit talaga ang PhilHealth, malubhang malubha. At yung mga gagamot dito, lalo na sa legal problems, wala po sa loob ng PhilHealth ngayon because it is my opinion and my submission that the person serving as the Senior Vice President for the legal sector is not competent, Mr. Chairman, to handle that job. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.